what I want to talk about today is working out and how females and males are different. What? No, females and males are different? Yes, they are. I know a lot of people like to think that we should be working out in the same way, but honestly, we shouldn't. And here's the thing. I was one of those people that worked out really hard all the time, and as a female, you have certain times of the month where you aren't feeling great, and it is because of your hormones. And the reason why guys can work out hard almost all the time, as long as they're not overworking or overtraining, is because of their hormones. So stress does not affect men the way it affects us. Surprise. See, I'm full of surprises. I'm just giving you a lot of new information today, right? But honestly, stress actually helps guys' hormones. It boosts their testosterone. Working out, that exercise stress, pretty much all the time just helps boost their hormones, boost their testosterone. For women, it is a completely different animal. It is so different. And so if you don't understand your hormones and how it affects your workouts, how it affects just the way your body responds to stress, then you are doing yourself a huge disservice, especially if you're someone who works out for the health benefits. I was this person who, like I was saying, I worked out really hard all the time. I would go into the gym and I would feel exhausted, but I've always had a very strong will, and I've always been really determined, and I'd go in and go, no, I'm going to knock it out of the park anyways, even if I don't feel good, and I would still try to kill my workout. But I didn't know that I was actually hurting myself more than helping myself. I also didn't realize that one of my lights isn't on. So I'm going to turn this on real quick. Just because it's not super bright out today, I don't know if that'll help or do anything, but I just realized that. I was running around because, stay tuned. So what I'm going to be doing, guys, is after this broadcast, I'm actually going to add a link into the comments. I made this because I was so excited, a cheat sheet for women and their female hormones. So if what I'm saying kind of goes over your head, if I give you too much information in this, or maybe you learn better through reading versus audible, I put together, that's why I was like a couple minutes late. I was putting together this cheat sheet and the whole like PDF, and because I wanted to have something to offer people who came to the talk tonight too, is this free cheat sheet just to help everyone so they can get on the right track. Because I know if you're eating healthy and you're taking your supplements and you're meditating or doing your mental work, you want to have all facets to make sure you're being as healthy as possible. And so this cheat sheet is really going to break down the hormone part of it. And again, for females, because we are so sensitive to hormones, because our hormones change so drastically week to week, we really do need a different strategy every single week to get the best benefits without actually making ourselves sick. So today I'm just going to talk briefly, kind of give you an overview of what it looks like so you can kind of grasp the idea of what I'm talking about and why it's so important for you to really understand your hormones each week and how it's going to affect the way you need to work out in the gym, the way you need to eat, and how you might need to rest, and how this is absolutely so different from men. That if you are just in there with your boyfriend and you are doing his workouts every week, that you actually could be causing yourself long-term damage. And I don't want that for anyone, because I see a few of my girls out there who you probably know exactly, if you know what I'm talking about, say hi, say I've been there. If you're the type of person who knows that working out can actually cause, negative effects on your health. I mean, not a lot of women do know that, but if you do know that, I want to hear about it. So I'm going to take it like this. We're going to go pretty easy. Yep, Sarah knows. That's her, right? So you're taking a little break from lifting per the doctor. And which is probably the best thing. I'm actually taking a little break this week and taking it down a notch because I'm in week 3. In a second, you'll understand why. But yeah, right now I'm in week 3, so I'm starving. I just ate some dark chocolate, and was scooping out peanut butter with my dark chocolate, like a Reese's peanut butter cup, because I'm really having some cravings and I'm super hungry, so that's what I did. So let's start off with week one. Week one, we're gonna make it real basic. Basically, our period. So this is basically when things are, Dr. Flynn would say, like the construction zone, when things are happening, breaking down. So this is a time when our hormones are super low and you are gonna feel fatigued, you're gonna feel drained, you're gonna be, you might be really affected by stress. And if you push yourself too hard during this time, you will actually cause more stress on your body, because working out is a stress. Just like emotional and mental stress, working out is also another stress. A stress that can be beneficial, but it also can be negative, but like with all stresses. So our hormones are really low, and if you're in the gym and you're killing it because, you're just one of those go-getter women out there, and I love going to my gym because the gym I go to is a bunch of badass ladies in there like lifting some weights, and I love it, and I go there because it gets me so motivated. But during this time, you want to settle down, because you are going to be draining your hormones more, and that is going to make your body respond in a way where you actually produce excess hormones later on, which is bad. So there's no such thing as good or bad hormones. They all have a job to do, but it's the right balance that they need to be in that's important. So during this time, you want to chill, lay low, working out at a much less intensity, and don't overstress the body. As you move out of the period, towards the end, your hormones start to raise, and that's when you start to go into week two. Week two is when you can work out like a man, so we handle our stress a lot better. Our estrogens are rising, towards the end our testosterone's rising, and this is the time when you can, get your PRs, do your high intensity interval training. This is like, honestly, this is what it's like to be a guy. So I'm a little jealous because, working out really hard is good for you, and your appetite is lower, so it's easier for you to follow a diet, make good choices. This is the better time for you to lose weight. Week one, when I said keep your stress down, if you push it too hard, you're not going to be able to lose weight. You're probably going to force your body to kind of hold on to fat. So again, that is also a negative. Not only are you harming your health and the way you're going to feel the rest of the month, but you also are more likely to put on weight. So week two, that's when you want to kill it. All right, so week three, this is the time when some women don't know this so much, but this is when you start to go into ovulation. And the first few days of this, you might actually get some premenstrual symptoms. You might feel fatigued. You're going to obviously have some cravings. You might get bloated. The main thing here is week three, you want to chillax again. And I'm not saying don't work out, but you might want to focus less on heavy lifting and a little bit more on steady state, longer cardio sessions. Your body will be more apt to burn fat, but you want to make sure that you're not doing, again, too much stress. You want to kind of keep it a little bit more level. All right. And then as you move, once you're done with ovulating, again, your body starts to settle down a little bit. And towards the end of that, you might feel a little bit better, but just be cautionary and keep it level. And this is then when you've been doing what's right, week four. So week four is usually the week before the period. This is when people say they get symptoms, PMS. This is when people normally feel bloated, fatigue, cravings. But the thing is that is not a normal, or that's not really something that has to necessarily happen. So depending on where you are hormonally, how you've treated your body, if you've kind of followed and honored your body and your hormones, and say you've downloaded the cheat sheet that I'm going to be linking in the comments, if you follow these things, then week four won't be that week where you feel like crap. You might still, you're not gonna fix your hormones like one time through. There's a lot of other things that you can do, and I would suggest you visit the Wellness Way to get your hormones tested, to see if you have, elevated estrogens or lower testosterone or progesterone, the calming hormone. There's a lot of different things that be going on in there. But again, working out is one of those things that you can either help you get healthier or it can take away from your health. So week 4 before your period, if you're feeling shitacular or craptacular or any other made up word, that is probably a good sign that your hormones are not, where they need to be optimally. They're not balanced the way they need to be. And you might have been either pushing it too hard, not managing your stress properly, just overall just not taking care of yourself the way you really need to be doing. And that is the week when you can tell, because if you are hormonally, stable and you're taking care of yourself, especially women with stress, and that's, again, mentally, emotionally, but again, this physical part, because we're talking a little bit more about physical with our workouts. And I'm just getting serious about this for a second because I want you to realize that this really does have a huge effect on your health. And so this week can be amazing and you can feel good and want to kill it in the gym, or you might feel like total crap, and that is your body's way of telling you that something is wrong. So I just wanted to go over a general guidelines of kind of what your body should be doing or what it can be doing and what you can do to honor your body, listen to your body, especially as a female, to, reduce and manage your stress, especially during certain times of the month. Push yourself and, give it all you got during certain times of the month. And here's the thing, it's not that you don't want to be working out and that you're just destined to gain weight and be unhealthy. It's more of if there's certain times of the month where your body will actually just respond better to taking it down a notch. So that rest recovery is actually in the long run going to fulfill better results, and you're going to end up feeling better more of the time. So that's all I wanted to say on that.